In this episode of our MyFaction Beginner's Guide, we're going to be sharing some new locker codes to unlock some free card packs, including the elite John Cena action figure. We're going to go over updating your team's lineup and cosmetics, and we'll also dive into this week's live events for a special mirror match. Before we go on, I do want to thank 2K UK for sponsoring today's video and for providing me with the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition and some bonus VC to help with this tutorial. Going back to last week, at the end of episode 1, I set the challenge to finish the first chapter in Proving Grounds, which if you managed to achieve this, then this should have rewarded you with enough points to get started in the store so that you can get some new cards and update your lineup. If you haven't yet completed Proving Grounds, or you've already spent your points, don't worry, as we're going to start out with a few freebies to help us out. To do this, we're going to utilise the locker code option found on the Live tab, as there's 2 locker codes that we can use to get some free cards. If you're logging in between March 5th and March 31st, the first locker code you can redeem is for a special John Cena action figure card, which you can redeem by entering the locker code YourStory2K24. Upon entering this code, you'll receive a special John Cena card pack containing the action figure card as well as 7,500 VC to use in the store. To open this pack, you'll need to navigate to the Store tab and select the Unopened Packs option, as this is where you'll find any packs that you've been awarded. Upon opening this pack, you'll receive a special Persona card for the John Cena action figure, which, as I covered in the first episode, is a special card type that will unlock this character across the entire game so that you can also use it in other modes. To further boost our faction, we also have a second locker code that we can redeem, with this one being a special promotional code that includes 2 legend card packs and a free agent card for Roman Reigns. To redeem this card pack, you'll need to enter the locker code Head of the Table. To open these packs, let's again head over to the Store tab and select the Unopened Packs option, where you should see 2 legend card packs and a special MyFaction bonus. To start, let's open the legend packs and see what we get. For our first card, we have Silence, who was the enhancement talent that we faced off against in Proving Grounds, which is pretty disappointing as it would have been nice to get a higher rated card to improve the faction. Meanwhile, the rest of the pack contains a mixture of cards featuring side plates and cosmetics. Moving on to the second of the free packs, this one also features an enhancement talent in the form of Jackson Smooth, along with more side plates and cosmetic items which include the original NXT logo. While we didn't have much luck in our pack openings, we do still have a bonus pack, which opening grants us a free agent card for Roman Reigns. Free agent cards are loan cards that are offered for a limited set of matches, with this card available to use in 3 matches before it's discarded. Before we leave the unopened pack section, if you bought the Deluxe or the WrestleMania edition of 2K24, then you'll also see promotional packs containing the Deluxe edition content, which you can redeem to receive an elite Cody Rhodes action figure, WWE legend Dusty Rhodes, Deluxe Edition cover stars Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, and a special manager card featuring Cody's dog, Pharaoh. Now that we have some cards, let's update our faction to use them. This can be done by switching to the Headquarters tab and selecting My Faction Management. On this screen, we can select our faction to go to the lineup screen where we can update our faction's lineup. To improve the strength of our team, let's swap out our lowest rated card on the men's side, which is Karrion Kross, and we'll replace him with the John Cena action figure card, which now becomes our strongest card in the faction. You can also decide on whether to add the Roman Reigns free agent card to add some extra power, though remember he's only available for 3 matches, so it might be a good idea to keep him until you need him. Over on the women's side, if you've unlocked additional cards from completing Proving Grounds, then you can also swap out some of the other cards for higher rated ones to improve your lineup, including any of the Deluxe Edition cards. So if you have the Deluxe Edition, let's swap out Carmella for Bianca and Cora for Rhea Ripley. As our new lineup contains a mixture of powerhouse and technical superstars, if we switch to the Manager tab, then we can check how compatible these are with our manager. Looking at the Compatibility tab, our John Cena card doesn't mix well as it's a technical type, therefore its compatibility is rated bad, which means it will receive less of a ratings boost, though our powerhouses still see good compatibility and a decent boost. Overall, as our new stars are much higher rated than our old cards, in this situation it's worth sticking with them, though ideally you want to make sure that you're using cards with excellent compatibility to get the best boost. Before we leave this section, let's also update our faction's logo to use the new NXT design. This can be done by switching to the Customization tab, where you can update your faction's nameplate, logo, and wallpaper. For this example, I'm going to choose the faction logo, which displays all of the logos that I have available, and I'll go with the original NXT logo, which will then see the preview updated to reflect the change. With our new lineup set, this week we're going to focus on live events, so let's head back to the Live tab and select the Live Event option. Live events are special timed events that offer up a variety of different matches, with these matches proving much more of a challenge than Proving Grounds, though in return they offer up much better rewards, including 1000 MyFaction points, card packs, and special live event cards such as this 82 rated Ruby card for Becky Lynch. While a lot of live events allow you to compete with any cards, there are some events that require a specific card to enter, such as the Mirror Match event that requires the John Cena action figure card to compete. As we redeemed this card earlier, let's take on this challenge as our first live event. Upon selecting the event, we're taken to the lineup screen where it reaffirms that this event requires the John Cena action figure card, so we'll need to select this before we can start. If you've not added this card to your lineup yet, you can also modify your lineup ahead of the match by pressing square. Once the match begins, similar to the Proving Ground matches, live events also require that you earn a specific amount of points in order to clear the event and claim the reward, with this specific match requiring 90 points to complete it. Like Proving Grounds, we can pause the game to check out the match actions and see how these points can be earned. Here you'll notice that the general objectives all remain the same, with actions to perform crowd and opponent taunts, as well as our signature and finisher. Over on the right side though, as we're now using a technician type, we now have a set of new objectives. These include Reverse Adept, which requires that you perform 5 reversals, Arm Breaker, which requires an opponent's arm health be red, and Leg Breaker, which requires their leg health also be red. To clear the match, we'll need to complete 6 of the 7 actions to earn enough points, so let's start with the easy ones and get the taunt actions out of the way first. It's best to do this while an opponent is down so that they can't interrupt you, so while you have them on the mat, press right on the D-pad to perform an opponent taunt and this will complete the first objective. For the second one, in a similar manner, once your opponent is down, press left on the D-pad to perform a crowd taunt. This will complete the asking for it and showboat objectives and give us 30 points towards our total. Next, let's aim for the Arm Breaker objective, which requires that our opponent's arm health be red. The easiest way to achieve this is to grapple a downed opponent at their side and then press either the light or heavy attack buttons, as this will see you target the arms. If you repeat this process, you'll eventually see the objective pop up to show it's complete. You can also use the same method for the Leg Breaker action by grappling an opponent at the legs and then pressing the light or heavy attack buttons to perform leg attacks, which if you continue to do this, then you'll eventually see the objective complete once you've dealt enough damage. At this point, if you've gained enough momentum for a signature, then you can perform a signature move to complete the autographed objective, which then leaves us with just the Finisher Adept action left, which we can achieve by using our finisher.
His opponent on that delivers one more in mind for a second time. Another attitude adjustment.
Completing these objectives gives us a total of the 90 points that we need to clear the match, though you can also gain an extra 15 points if you've completed 5 reversals during the course of the entire match. With yet another win in the books, we're taken to the breakdown screen, which gives us an overview of how we did and all the points that we earned, as well as showing how we're doing in regards to the daily, weekly and lifetime challenges which reward additional points. As we exit back to the live event screen, this event is now completed and the reward redeemed, which leaves you free to take on another event. So that's where we're going to leave this episode, but ahead of the next, I'll leave you with a challenge of completing the 2K Showcase mode, as this will grant you some additional rewards to unlock in MyFaction, which will open in episode 3, as well as covering evolution cards, taking on faction wars and opening some new packs. Until then though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.